Let's talk more about this election now with Peter Zalmaev. He's the director of the Eurasia Democracy Initiative. That's a privately funded group pushing for democracy, human rights, a free press and the rule of law in former communist countries. Thank you so much for joining us, Peter. Now, what do we know about the result of the vote so far, and what's your reaction to it?
Well, the reaction was sort of predictable. I think Lukashenko is playing for keeps, so he did not want to even let on that the result would be anything less than a wholehearted endorsement. So his official pollsters are reporting 80% support votes in exit polls for Lukashenko and right under 10% for Mrs. Tikhanovskaya, whereas independent pollsters are reporting the exact opposite figures on their side, meaning Lukashenko is a definite loser with about 6 to 7, actually 10 to 13% support, while Ms. Tikhanovskaya is, according to these pollsters, getting over 70%. So it is clear that we are once again very likely witnessing a massive falsification effort on the part of the authorities, and already we have seen corroboration of that. There have been photos circulating how that workers at polling stations were seen crawling out of second floors with sacks full of ballots.
That's a huge discrepancy you're talking about there in terms of what is being reported. But what's the next move for the opposition now, if indeed Lukashenko does go ahead to declare victory?
Well, very few in the opposition, if any, expected him to step down voluntarily and go into voluntary exile. So while there are no clear organizers of any of these rallies that we have seen, there have been true popular uprising, the likes of which we haven't seen in Belarus, I would say, ever. So they're counting on a massive turnout starting Monday. And for a country of Belarus size, which is close to 10 million people, the estimate is they would need from 100 to 200,000 people to send a convincing message to Lukashenko that they're not going to take this lying down. If they do not muster at least 100,000, then I'm afraid that the momentum will fizzle and it will be business as usual. Lukashenko will declare victory, hound down the remaining, restless souls, and and embark on his sixth term.
All right, we'll certainly be keeping an eye on those developments. Peter Zalmaev from the Eurasia Democracy Initiative, thanks for your time this evening.